So welcome to 12th session in the first module. So in this session we will discuss the overall summary of all the sessions that we discussed in the last 11 sessions. So in the last session we discussed about the different managerial role as per the Henry Mintzberg classification: interpersonal role, informational role, as well as the decisional role. And each role again we had that bifurcation. Now the current session outcome will be you will be able to understand the concept of the management, its scope, the nature, importance, functions, skills, as well as the role. So now here we will discuss the definitions or introduction concept that we already covered in the first session. So first of all, there is no universal definition for the term management. So management can be defined in 4 categories: as an art of getting the things done from others, or as a process, or as a group of managers, or as a discipline. So very popular definition given by Henry Fayol. He defined the management as to manage is to forecast and plan, to organize, to command, to coordinate, and to control. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಹಾಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಕರ್ಸ್ they defined the term management in their own way. Now coming to the next important session, we covered functions of management. So as per the Luther Gulick, he proposed that Pottscope terminology to describe the functions of management. So very popularly known as planning, organizing, staffing, coordinating, and controlling. So these are the universally accepted functions of management we discussed. So for our purpose, we focused the 5 main functions of management: planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. Now if you go back to all the sessions what we discussed in the early classes or early sessions. So first session already I told we discussed about the definitions. Second session we discussed about the nature as well as the scope of management. ನಾವು ಗುಣಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೇವೆ ಇದನ್ನು. So universal application, multidisciplinary concept or multidimensional concept. So like that there are different nature of management we discussed in second session. In the third session we discussed about the scope of management. Next, in the fourth session we discussed the functional concept of management, that is known as the functions of management: planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling function. So in the planning, all the WH questions to be answered by the manager that we discussed: what to do, how to do, when, where, whom, all these things. Next, in organizing function, identification of the duties or responsibilities, creating authority responsibility relationship. Next, in the staffing function, identifying the requirement of manpower, recruitment, selection, the compensation management, the training and development, appraisal will come. Next, in the coordinating function or in the directing function, leadership, communication, motivation, supervision is coming. Next, in the last controlling function, the cross checking will take place. So you will compare your actual performance with the predetermined benchmark and finding the deviation, and again you will start with the planning. As well as we discussed about the levels of management, what are their functions in each levels. ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಮಿಡಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ನಾವು ಕೆಳಸ್ತರದ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ದ ಆಪರೇಷನಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ವೇರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ದ ವರ್ಕ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ಸೊ ದಿ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್, they are focused in decision making, formulation of the policies, plans for the organization. Middle level, they are focusing on the departmental level plans, and the lower level they are focusing on implementation. And in the fifth session we discussed about whether management as a science or an art or a profession, and we concluded that management is a social science, because in management, even though we have a set of principles, but here we are dealing with the human beings, so they are totally different. That's why management is a social science, and management is an art as well as a profession, because what are the futures of art and profession that we can see in management? Art is nothing but application of the skills that we can see in management, as well as profession is nothing but you are acquiring through a formal study. You adhere to some kind of code of conduct, you have that social status, and the same you can observe in management. Next session we discussed about differences between the management and administration. In seventh session, here we have the three viewpoints of different management thinkers. According to one set of management thinkers, management and administration are synonyms, there is no difference. But another set of management thinkers, they analyze that management and administration are two different things. There is some differences. And third set of class of thinkers, they analyze that administration is part of management. There are two things: operational management and administrational management. And in session 8, we discussed about the significance or importance of management, how it will contribute to the development of the organization, society, and how it will meet the requirement of all the stakeholders. So already I explained that we had that discussion about the stakeholders. Shareholders will come, employees will come, customers, suppliers, government. So all these are the part and parcel of the organization. And session 9, we discussed about the functional concept of management, that already we discussed. In session 10, we discussed about the managerial skills. As per the Cart's principles, he identified the basic 3 skills for the managers: conceptual skill, human skill, and technical skills. Here conceptual skill is mainly targeted to the upper level management. Human skill is targeted to all the levels. It is also known as interpersonal skills. And last, technical skill is much required for the operational level employees. And in session 11, we discussed about the managerial role as per the Henry Mintzberg classification, the 3 major category of the managerial role for the effective management of the organization. And the 3 roles are interpersonal role, informational role, and decisional role. And we had that again subcategories, and ultimately the thing we concluded that all the 3 roles are interrelated. If you perform the first role, then only you can move to the second role. Then you can take that last decisional role. Now ultimately we conclude that management is a universal phenomenon. Every individual or entity requires in setting objectives, making plans, or you will handle the people, coordinate the activities, achieve the goal, evaluate your performance. So for all these things you require management. And ultimately these activities relate to the utilization of the resources from the environment. And the best way you can utilize the resources. So you have that 5 M's that we discussed: men, machine, material, money, the method. So management is bridging the gap, that converting the input into output and meeting the requirements of the ultimate customers, providing them good quality goods and services. So this is the ultimate objective of the management. So here we came to the end of the 12th session as well as the first module. So dear students, kindly go through the list of following references. For more information with respect to the concepts. Thank you.